barber. Kicking back, we just talking. Doing it all for the culture. I can make you fresh, it'll cost you. Yeah, but I got way more to offer. More than a barber. Kicking back, we just talking. Doing it all for the culture. I can make you fresh, it'll cost you. Yeah, I got way more to offer.
More Than A Barber would like to present Cuts by Mayle, proud owner of AM to PM Barbershop, located in Southfield, Michigan, 23930 West 9 Mile. You can reach him at Cuts by Mayle on Facebook, IG, and TikTok, or AM to PM Barbershop on Facebook and IG.
When I be outside, I be outside. I don't know what them boys be on, but I be outside. That's my baby, man. I had this car for like over 12 years. When I'm not cutting hair in the shop, I be working on the car, you know what I'm saying? 1986 Regal T-Type. If you look over here, I got a 1969, 98. Had this car for over 10 years too. When I'm not cutting hair, I mean, I'm messing with the cars, you know. Look over here, got my little baby over here. They outside today, they normally in the house. He's my house dog. This is my nephew and this Echo. This is my bully right here, this Chloe. This is my baby girl, Chloe, right here. Like normally they in the house, but they outside. It's summertime right now. I just got them outside, but these my house dogs right here. Then you can look over there, it's my big boy Smoke. That's my baby. He on 14 months old right there. He ain't even grown yet. That's what I do on my off time, y'all. You know, I'm outside. I'm a real person. I'm not just behind the chair. Pretty much is what I do, man. We finna get ready to go walk y'all to the front. We're gonna check out my truck and see what's up with it, because I gotta put a master cylinder on it. It's leaking a little bit, so we lose a little brake pressure, but we're gonna fix that too. So 1 minute, please. Anybody been wondering? That car will bust your Hellcat ass.
You said to do what?
That bitch will bust your Hellcat ass, you hear me? I'll leave your ass sitting there. By the time you get done spinning your tires, that bitch will be left you. Be down the block. Hear me? This is probably my favorite. I don't, like you talking about cruising and just sitting in the car and enjoying it. You gonna love this. You gonna love sitting in this car. You gonna love like taking it to all the dream cruises. Ain't nothing like it. It's convertible. You can drop the top. You ain't gotta have nothing from God, you know. But this is my baby right here. It normally ain't never this dirty. You see I got the cover over there, but we've been working on the car today. I definitely had to do some carburetor work to it. It's been running a little iffy, but you know, that's what it is when you deal with these cars. You always gonna have something to do. So, but for me, I love it. That's what I'm saying. I'm at my best when I'm busy. So if I ain't cutting here, I'm messing with one of these cars or dealing with my beautiful babies. So, over here, you wanna walk. That's my Audi. I had a lot of cars. I had BMWs, I had Mercedes. I never had Audis. That's my first Audi. Originally, I wanted the RS7, but the maintenance on them cost so much that I didn't do it. Got a stage 1 tune on that car. I'm getting ready to do a stage 2. We're gonna upgrade the pulley. We're gonna do all that. And that's a 2012. To me, that was the sexiest years they made because, you know, I could actually lift up the spoilers. I got a 1997 Chevy 1500K series truck. You know, everybody else, I mean, I had all kind of trucks, all kind of Suburbans, whatever you want, but nothing beat that for me. This is what I like. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else want new shit. I don't want the new stuff. I like what I like. And having classics is my thing. That's what turns me up. You know, it ain't about turning nobody else up. It's what turned me up. And I had my stuff for years. You know, way before I owned the barbershop. I always made money behind the chair. So I had cars. I done sold more than. We ain't gonna talk about how many cars I sold, but this is what I kept. Literally, we could go around the corner. I can show you my Mustang. I don't really care for Fords, you know, but I bought it for my girl. You know, it's her car, so that's fine. But for the most part, man, that's what I do on my off days. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys got to come on and mess with Cuts by Mayle. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real person. I'm outside every day, and we in the hood, literally. We on one of the best blocks you can ever be on the west side. You know what I'm saying? I'm 7 miles down. You know what I'm saying? You can turn right down to show that's 7 mile right there. I ain't capping. That's 7 mile right there. You feel me? We on 7. We from the 7. This what we do. This what the 7 do. This what the 7 do. When they see this right here, that's the 7. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw the 7 until it's over with. But we outside every day for real, you know. But you know, life don't take you to better places. It's all about how much energy you put into being in a better place. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where you go. You looking for trouble, you can find trouble. But the one thing I love about Detroit is that it's the best place to be. If you make it here, you can make it anywhere. They get to say that about New York, but one thing about the D is prices. You know what I'm saying? So come on, hang out with your boy. Check me out, am2pmbarbershop.com. That's am2pmbarbershop.com. Come see us, come check us out. I got y'all all day. Even if I'm booked, give me a phone call, and I'm gonna hit y'all back, and we gonna line y'all up and get y'all together. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right. What's going on with you, my brother?
Man, good day, man. I can't complain. Any day above ground, free, walking, man. You know, I just celebrated my last child's graduation, man. She just graduated, so no more youngins, man. It's just a good place in time right now. Good place in time.
How many you got?
5.
I know we tried this before.
Me, so my baby, if he's done high school, she's gonna be straight to the bag.
For sure. What's the other ages?
I'm no. Hey Mo! Come here, man! What's the baby's ages? August is how old? 25.
Little Mel's 24. Elijah is 22. Yeah. Chase is 22. Anya is about to be 18 now. He got her.
Nah, I can remember all that shit.
Let me get some names.
You got Lil Mill, Marjay, you got Naya, you got Chase, you got August. So there you go.
You been practicing?
I don't know if I've been practicing, man. You know, it's just, you know, them numbers. It be the numbers for me.
Right.
As long as we ain't in the numbers, I'm all right. I'm all right with that for me.
Right. What's the name of the barbershop, man?
Man, it's AM2PM Barbershop, man. You know, a lot of people want to know what it means. AM2PM, I feel like one of the most beautiful things and most ruthless things I've ever witnessed in my lifetime is time. You know, because time never cared about what you don't have. It never cared about what you do have. Time always gonna keep going, second by second, tick by tick. So if you really want to make it count, it ain't always about, you know what I'm saying, how much time you're gonna get. It's about what you're gonna do with the time you have. So with that being said, you know, that's the birth of AM2PM Barbershop, man. You know, this is how I feel about time.
That's fine. That's a good perspective.
Yeah, man. You got it. Life is all about perspective, you know. So the better your perspective is, the better the outcome is for it. So, you know, I just hope that everybody can
learn to have better perspectives, you know. Every day you wake up, it ain't gonna be perfect. It's always gonna be a challenge, but you can control what you can't control. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can control their perspective on how they see life and time. So, you know, with that being said, I just try to use that to my benefit.
So what was the start like for your journey in barbering?
The start for my journey, bro, literally, my mom, 12th birthday, got me a set of clippers. And that was the birth of Cuts by Mayle right there, man. I never took it professionally until, like, you know, I want to say like the last 10 years or so.
So you got your life.
Yeah, that's where all I've been doing is cutting hair. Where that's all I make the money out of. Went to school, all that good stuff. It's just been so worth it, bro. You know, because I worked and I'd always cut hair. I just never really thought like I just cut hair.
So what's the shop like? Like I asked cats that just on the strength of their personality. You know what I'm saying?
Well, for me, shop like beautiful, man. I mean, you know, it might be a struggle for other people, but for me, if you treat this like a business, it's gonna reward you. A lot of people don't want to treat this like a business. You know what I mean? And you know, you take these clients for granted. You know, I never take anybody for granted who wants to come and give me their money. If they want to spend their money with me, that's a blessing in itself. You know, and I never take that for granted.
So how was it? All right, you have that mentality. How was it before you opened up your own shop? Just working under other people.
I mean, I had great owners. I ain't gonna never down the owners, man. I had great owners, but oftentimes they don't have this type of vision. They don't see this. You know what I'm saying? They see what they see, and that's all they see. I saw a chance to do some more. Every shop I was in, you know, owners would buy 2-3 sets of chairs just because they didn't want to spend no money up front. So I just knew that if it's something that's gonna always be in the shop, you should spend the money on it. You know what I mean? I never cut corners about that part when it comes to taking it serious. And for me, that's just the way I roll. You know what I mean? So a lot of
You look damn good in here.
yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. I put a lot of work in here, bro. Totally remodeled it, put my money where my mouth was. Because a lot of people talk, but they ain't backing it up. I'm just trying to put my money where my mouth is. You know, I'm in my own lane. I don't bother nobody. I'm totally off everybody's radar. You know what I'm saying? I don't share the big homies with everybody like that because it's just, I just got a totally different way of thinking. And so that's what's been the blessing about it. A lot of people didn't see what I saw that was happening inside the shops. They were losing professionalism. You know, you let one bad apple come in and turn it into something that it shouldn't really be. You know, one thing about me, I'd rather lose one bad apple than lose 2 trees. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because some people are anchors for your business. You know, you'll have some quality barbers, and when you get them, don't lose them. I mean, he says you gotta understand who they are. Sometimes it's a growing process because you gotta learn to understand people. So some people will always see things differently. But to me, that was the biggest thing when you be in those shops and people be unprofessional. You got women in there, kids in there. You know, guys are using foul language. You know, ladies can't bring their kids to the barbershop. The guys are just like hounds and hitting on them like they never seen a nice looking lady before. So those are just some of the things that always bother me, you know, in working in that process, because I will find myself wanting to react and say something and get to the point where like I'm really bothered. Once I get really bothered, bro, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to do my own thing. And literally that's kind of how this even happened, man. I really wasn't
In pursuit of your own shop.
Nah, I never was, because I always did good behind the chair. Like, you know, I always, every shop I went to, I helped level it up. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got my brothers, Nate, Q. It's a lot of us that really worked at the higher tier of the service side of it when it came to like providing excellent customer service with quality at the same time. So that's why we always go to jail and vibe, you know what I'm saying? We worked there after the fire. I used to be a manager of Cuts on Point. That was my baby, man. That was my first like love of the shop, bro. Like literally, we were like in the neighborhood. Like the building we found, it was zoned commercial already. So what we had to do is like we had a barbershop literally on a residential street.
Right.
So you know it was something unique. Like it was fire. Like for real, it was something. So and we was busy, bro. We wasn't no busy traffic, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I always had that hustle in me. Like everybody else, I can watch barbers spend $20, $30 almost every other day eating something, but they won't put $5 behind an Instagram post or $5 behind a Facebook post. Like I never understood that. To me, it never made sense. If you got one person to come in off of that, that one person paying for everybody else who comes after, that's all free money. But you know you can't.
You get a lot of word of mouth.
Man, you can't explain it to people who know it all, and I think that's the hardest part. Like I used to want to open a school, but the way people think right now, man, I'm just totally veering away from that side right now.
You think it's the youth or just the thought process?
Just the thought process in general right now, man. It's like I don't know, man. You still got a lot of people who respect people, but it's a lot of people who have I don't know if it's because I'm from just a different place in time, but I imagine people who was my age when we was coming up probably felt the same way. So I don't knock them. I just try to tell them, man, keep living life. You're gonna learn it. I just wish that I had somebody like me in this position telling me those things when I was at certain ages. And I'm not talking about telling you about life and all this and that. You can take that with a grain of salt. You can throw it away however you want to, but I'm talking about trying to get to the money where you can be booked. And you don't have to charge $1 million to be successful if you know how to understand numbers. A lot of people couldn't tell. Man, I met people talking, man, I learned things, I had businesses for years and woo. Never had a book in that. Never had websites. Can't even tell me how many haircuts you did a day. You don't even know how many you did in a month. You don't even know how much money you made in a month. You know what I mean? So it's like understanding those things. You don't even know how much money you spent out in a month just buying your barber products. Because you don't use QuickBooks. You're not using credit cards to track the money that you're spending so you can learn how to write them off on taxes and learn how to literally manage and budget your money to see what you're actually profiting. So those are things that I'll be trying to instill in the people because I just want everybody around me to eat and be successful because I feel like the more successful they are, the better I'll be. If everybody around you good, if you bad, you got enough people around you good to pick you up. But you gotta have a circle like this. And that's what I really want to create.
Do you teach that instill that in the barbers that you interview you have come here?
I do my best to make sure that this is the type of place for you. I don't mind if you got bad habits, but coming here, you're gonna have to clean it up. You're gonna have to, to me, it's gonna sound crazy, but it's about the money, yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, that chair only cost me 4 extra haircuts, and I'm booked every day. So for me, I'm not gonna take a headache for 4 haircuts. I'm not 4 haircuts out of my sleep, so I'm not gonna let somebody be a burden to what I'm trying to create just because it cost me 4 haircuts. You know what I mean? I only work 5 days a week. I'm not in here 7 days a week. But trust me, if I had to come in 1 extra day to knock out 2, 3 problems, it wouldn't. Literally, that's how I look at it. I don't see the dollars the way they see it. It's a numbers game. I think this is my favorite part about it. It's like to look out the window and see your kids put up oil and shit. That's my favorite part, because my kids fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people know, they come to me for advice, all that shit, I be eating that shit up. This is the part that made me happy as times. At the end of the day, you feel me? This shit right here.
Real nigga feel up. Feel like
No, for real.
that's what I do on a daily. You feel me? And to always have my kids focused on me, it's priceless for me, bro. Shit mean everything for me.
What up?
That's my baby boy right there. What's up, sir?
So how you in the shop 5 days, you got the family. How do you balance that family life with the shop life? You know, so now you have grown kids, you got your last kid that graduated. Yeah, but how was it when they were younger?
When they were younger, it was definitely a little bit more challenging, but you know, I learned to sometimes you just gotta realize, like, okay, I just gotta wait for my moment. And that's literally what I've done. You know, it's like my moment. You know what I mean? Everybody gone, everybody out the way. I give in all I could as a father to make sure that I can do the best that I could, you know, in rearing and raising the children, man. And that's literally what it is, and it's just my time, you know what I mean? I don't have no regrets about nothing. I just want everybody to keep living. And
Now I know it's your time. I mean, in the past, I know you mess with the cars. Tell me what you working with.
you know, man, I got an 86 T-top. It's a Regal. I got a 1969 Oldsmobile 98 convertible. I got a 97 pickup, and I got an Audi I drive. But I've always grew up, and anybody know me know I always had some cars, you know what I'm saying? I've never been like, I ain't had no $1 million cars, I ain't got no $100,000 bills or none of that. But I'm the type of guy, bro, I've always had old school cars too, and a modern car, but I'm the type of guy, man, I could pull up next to you and you look at that car like, man, he need a paint job, it's beat up, whatever, but I promise you I could drive it anywhere. And I'm happy, bro. That's like if you pulled up next to me in a Rolls Royce and I was just in a Cadillac, I'm gonna feel just as good as you because I realize it's inside of me. It's not the materialistic that make it. I just do it because I have a passion for it. My daddy done had all. Man, I don't know a car you can really name that he hasn't had. So for me, you know, growing up with cars was just a part of life, man. That's, you know, I got a cousin, he in love with it. He race cars. He just, I don't know, man. It's just a part of me, man. I'm from Detroit, man. I'm on the city. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell them, man. You know?
That's one of your hobbies. What else you get down with?
Man, I love fishing. I think fishing, man, and sometimes fishing has just literally brought me back. You know what I'm saying? We all can go and be off the deep end mentally. You could just be, but nothing is as common to me as sitting fishing and just in nature, man. Just literally right there. I don't even care if I don't catch nothing. It's just that time that I had to work on myself. Because, you know, sometimes you gotta sit down and take a time out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Clear your mind. So fishing is definitely that thing for me, man. I ain't even gotta catch nothing. Just me being out there, nice day. I'm cool.
I understand the fish. It's just the water for me, man.
Are you scared of water?
No. It's the water for me that calms me.
Oh, yeah.
I can go ahead and just go buy some water, and that's me.
There's something about it. I don't know. It's just something about it. When I'm sitting there enjoying nature, I just got a pole in the water. So, you know. This will probably be the first Father's Day. No, second, because I didn't go last year because I had to work, and the only charter we could catch was on a Saturday. So I don't know if we're gonna catch this charter or not. I was waiting to see if we get. Normally, I give me and my brothers, we all get together and charter a boat to go walleye, whatever we can catch. My dad got a boat. Sometimes we, you know, get ready to go out, but most of the times, man, I just pull my chair out the back, stop at the gas station, grab some worms, some minnows, man. And I find any spot from here to Ipsy, wherever I'm going, and just sit there and throw the ball.
I never really got into fishing. My son, he like one of my best friends. There you go. I had one time with him, and he just like.
Well, it's definitely something you got to get used to. But for me, I grew up doing it, right, so it's like
I went grown. That was
you
know what I'm saying. So it was just like, man, what's going on here, man? I'm used to doing things. I'm an action guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. But
You
fishing,
know.
but fishing is action. If you know, like especially you get ready. Catfish season be coming up, and that's where it's at. Catfish always a nice fight. I mean, you can't eat the fish out the river right now. You got the contamination warning out on it, but
See,
it's still worth catch and release.
I didn't catch anything, so that was
You just gonna have to come out with the right people sometimes, man. Sometimes you just got to, some spots are hot spots, and other spots is all about what time you go when you go.
Right.
I'll be out with my dad, and they be, oh, here come the moonlight tonight. We go hit a little spot or something, catch a little couple.
What in your early years, man, or even now, do you do any competitions?
Yeah, I definitely used to go around the country competing. Battles at the beach, Philly, Chicago. Often, we actually won here in 2022. We won a freestyle, tag team, me and here Jordan. That's when I started leveling up though, bro. It's like, I don't know how to say it, man. I love it, but when you going somewhere else and there's people just literally want to see you level up, that does something to you, man. And ever since I've been on that, man, I've been leveled up ever since I had the fire at Cuts on Point, man. Something about that fire, man, just sparked something in me that just made me totally understand that it's all about what I'm gonna do with this time like that. And ever since then, man, I just had my foot on the gas. And I ain't letting up, man. Cause I ain't burnt out. I'm not tired, bro. I'm cut 5 days a week, bro. I got a schedule. I get paid to come here early and leave late. You know what I'm saying? The service you watch me do, that's $100 plus.
Right.
I get paid to be here. I don't be here because I have to. So it's a difference for me. I ain't burnt. This like OT money for me. It's just, hey, I'm getting ready to take a trip. I got the passport on standby. I just bought my daughter a car for graduation. Listen, I'm just trying to run it back up. And it's not killing me to do it, bro. Look, I'm cutting hair in Adidas. My feet ain't hurting. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, man. That's the only thing about it. I'm good.
Let me check it. No, that's live, though.
Good.
That's what's up, yeah.
Just try to tell them, man, it's all about systems, man. People don't understand systems. Systems builds everything. A lot of people want to get money, but they don't know how to build a system to make the money. They don't know how to build it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people come in the shops and they got action because somebody else had action and it went to them. But like a lot of people do not know how to build. You'd be surprised.
You talking about systems.
Okay, when I say enlighten you about systems, you can literally go and take, your Meta business account. And you can run a system for as little as $3 a day that will bring you clients through the door where you can make some money. You can literally have a system like how I have. I got my early bird. I got my after hour appointments. How I have everything structured. When you sit in this chair, I'm not figuring out what I'm going to do to you. That's the reason why I don't sell haircuts. I sell service. Because I know exactly what I'm finna do to you from the start to the end of it. It's a complete smooth system and it runs that way. Every time I cut your hair, I know exactly when I'm starting my hot towel. I know exactly everything I'm doing. I'm not figuring it out along the way. So that's what I mean about the system. Because once you got that, a client will sit here and it'll be like, I ain't never had no barber on it like that before.
Right.
And when they come the second time and see you actually did it again, they're like, oh yeah, he the one. You see what I'm saying? And it's not that you're better than anybody else. Everybody has an ability. We're humans. It's a learned behavior. Not everything we do, we learn. All I wanted to do is just learn the right ways to get straight to it. And by doing it the way I do it, I automatically get increased tips. And people automatically know, hey, you want to book it, you better book it now. I ain't got no more spots left. I woke up Sunday, it's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that, man. So I'm just blessed, man. I'm just blessed.
So you say with these systems and just investing and whatnot, what type of other investments do you when you get into it?
Well, owning a barbershop, one of the biggest investments is definitely products, but you have to learn how to sell products. And the only way to learn how to sell products is to know how to use the products. So I can offer an advantage with why I'm selling you a product, so you kind of have to lean your customers to why they need the product, so you automatically add value to what you're trying to sell a person. A lot of people say, hey, you want to buy this? Buy what? What is it? What it's going to do for me? Hey, it's non-comedogenic, it's water soluble, it breaks down, here's what it's going to do for your hair. You ain't got, so you have to be able to explain those type of things to add the value to you selling the product. And it also adds value to you as a barber when you're doing those type of things. But products are big, man. Especially if you can sell them, man. So also, I make big investments with the heavy enhancement, man. Shout out to my brother Heavy Enhancement. I don't know which camera I'm on, but shout out to my man. That's like a real brother, man. He always people might say a little amped up, but one thing about it, he's just trying to be on some 100 all the time with you. But a lot of barbers come here and they just buy the enhancement, so just have the enhancement. I make sales with that. I got Immortal product. Shout out to Ben. I mean, Immortal just don't stop. Whatever you need, styling powder, and colognes. All my hair products, everybody here, not against everything does, but everybody here kind of does the same thing. Not saying that the products aren't great, but everybody else will have, you can go into the shop, you're going to see just Lay Right and Suavecito and level 3 products like that's like everywhere. It's the same thing. Like, I kind of brought this to the light here, and that's what I focus on, bring something a little bit different and unique. And it's not that I'm just doing it to be that way. It's because it's products that I've been using for years. I didn't just say, I've been using the products for years. I was buying it wholesale before I ever even had a shop. So with that being said, that's how I just invest the money. I don't spend that. I get that product money and I can put it in an envelope where that's for products. I don't take it and go buy a pair of Jordan.
See, that's the thing. Everybody mismanages the money. They dip in the account, mix their business account, mix their regular account.
Well, if you don't know, that's the biggest red flag and the biggest no-no of the IRS. If you don't know, then I'm gonna give y'all some free game. You should have you a business account attached to your LLC, and anything you take out of there, you should transfer into your account and then use it. That's just, as simple as that. It's just like literally that simple. It's really simple. But you gotta have the discipline to do it. It's like the biggest thing for me was I had to learn to stop spending the cash. Like, bro, no, don't put it in the bank. Not saying I was blowing the money,
yeah, but
you have to, because the end goal should be that you should want to be bankable. And the only way that you're going to be bankable is to prove and show income. You need to put it in the bank to show it. So now it's nothing for me to walk in and say, hey, let me get 50 or get 30. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no fight, because I can pull up the W-2s, I can show you, and it's the run. This where it's at. And it took me this long to get to learn and know that. So I really be trying to pour it on to the guys who coming up like, y'all need to really try to get, because it's going to be hard. It ain't going to get no easier. It's going to be harder. You know what I mean? It's even harder to buy a house now. It's harder to even get an apartment. You know what I'm saying? So I just be trying to get them to level up mentally. You know what I'm saying? If you can level up a little mentally, everything else will follow. But you have to let yourself be willing to grow. Ain't nobody trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to give you a little help. You know what I mean? So if you take it the right way, you receive it the right way.
So, you had record label?
Yeah, man. We used
What
to
other kind of
New Coast Entertainment,
yeah.
man. But back then, when we was doing the music, man, we was, at that point, kind of making that kind of paper that they would throw at you, because it wasn't like it was like super big and mainstream. It was just that at the time, I had a couple good people with me. We invested and we dabbled in it to make some money, but it just never went to what it could have been. We lost a lot of people in that that are no longer with us. So I mean, I'm just gonna say it was a higher power just leading me away from it. You know what I mean? Because at that time, it's dangerous, man. It's like, you know, yeah, you have to walk it like you're talking, man. Everybody was, you know, a lot of people was falling down, man. That's just how it went, man. So you know, I'm grateful for all the lessons I get, man. It's definitely it's different here in the deep period, man. You know, everybody can say it about their city. Is it? It's all about the paper. I don't care how many games you get, who come here, how that grow. They don't roll like that here. It don't stand long because the minute you bump something wrong here, it's long. It ain't even you know what I mean? So I'm just blessed, man, to be at a stage and age in my life where for everything that I was involved in and what I've been through, that I don't have to turn around and look behind my back. You know what I mean? It's been more than 20 years since I've been incarcerated. I'm just happy, man. Even, you know, a lot of people say, yeah, man, I'm thankful for when I got locked up.
You know what?
When I got locked up,
I know a lot of my homeboys that said that like that was the best thing that happened to them, where it really did something in their life and changed their mindset.
Well, it saved it possibly could have saved my life at that time, because it was just like that at that time in the city where it was up everywhere. It really didn't matter. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was happening, but that time that I was taken off the streets, I lost a lot of people that were still on the streets.
Right.
It would have been people that possibly you could have been with, ride with, hang with, whatever the situation could have been. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of close people that weren't here by the time I came home.
So did you? Well, I mean, you started when you was 12. But you going right back to it once you got out?
Yeah. I never stopped cutting. I always cut.
What about in there?
Yeah, you know, I wasn't legally supposed to do it. You know how I go, but yeah, you know, you get a few people, you know, Detroit, you know. So, yeah, we get it on, you know what I'm saying?
So wrapping it up, what kind of advice would you give to the new barbers? The ones that's trying to make it, that want to get in the game.
If I could give any advice to a new barber, I'm gonna tell you like this: find you a mentor, find you somebody who's doing something that you like, that they're successful with. Because you may like a different type of personality, but if that personality is showing you the right way to make the money, you need somebody to follow it. All I'm gonna say is treat it like a business. If you treat it like a business from day one, it's gonna reward you. But if you just treat this like people supposed to give you something, you ain't got nothing coming for real. You just be standing here forever, really. I consider myself to be lucky because this is something I want to do, I love to do, and I'm in my best when I'm busy. You know, it's nighttime right now. When I go home, I'm just going home to get something to eat now. Ain't no trouble to find me. Along the way, ain't nothing to take me off my path. I'm just 100% trying to do the best I can and stay focused. And I think that's where the big part is. It's always treated like a business. Once I learned that, a lot of doors have opened up for me.
Well, can you give us name of the shop, Instagram, whatever it is, wherever we can find you at?
Well, y'all know if y'all been paying attention to me, follow me on Instagram. It's Money on Tuesday, and you know, I got up this morning. I got to it. I came, I saw a conquer, and I made some money on it. I made after hour money on it too, right before I did this. So if you ain't getting no money on the day, I don't know what's up, but you got the chance tomorrow to get you some money on it. AM to PM Barbershop. You can follow me, KUTZBYMAYLE, on Instagram and Facebook. Also, AM to PM Barbershop. That's the number 2, barbershop.com. And it's the same for the Instagram and the Facebook of that, as well as TikTok. Anybody feel free, come tap in with me. I got a 9-chair barbershop. I actually had three chairs available for anybody who's serious about barbering. If you just want to play around and this ain't the place for you, so you know you already can know off the rip. Ain't no sense of wasting your time and mine, but hey, if you ready to just level up and pick up a few gems, then this is definitely the place where you can do that. This is a very, very, very nice barbershop. And I promise you, your clients will let you know it off the rip from the moment they walk in. So with that being said, man, get you some money on.
Appreciate my president.